Hi everyone, this is Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter, and today I have a project for you. I am using the Studio Calico May add-on card kit called Morgan, and it comes with this awesome stamp set. Now, if you're looking for a stamp set with lots of circles that you can use for like confetti and flowers and stuff, this is it, and it has a lot of fun greetings on it as well. So I'm really excited about the kits this month for Studio Calico. You see it has some twine, these star pins as well, some jewels and buttons, some ribbon. It has this little pre-cut card, which is adorable, and the alphabet letters in the black, and also the pattern papers, which I'm going to be flipping through here for you as well. So I took my inspiration for this card from the colors in this kit. So I'm actually doing a rainbow theme, and you can see as I flip through these papers that you actually do have a rainbow of colors here. And so I thought it would be really fun to do a little bit of rainbow stamping for this card. Now this card that comes in the kit actually inspired the card size that I end up using. This is 3.5 by just short of 5 inches. So I'm taking just some plain white cardstock. I'm cutting it to 3.5 inches wide, and I am going to cut an inch off of this 11-inch length to make it 10 inches long. So mine's actually going to be about 5 inches tall, but it's very close to the same size as that card. I'm going to go ahead and score this at 5 inches to create my card base, and I'm going to be doing quite a bit of stamping. So you can see here that here's the card that comes in the kit and my card, so they're very close to the same size. Now I'm going to be using this happy stamp from the stamp set, and I'm going to be stamping it in a rainbow of colors. So you see I have it mounted on my block here, and here is all the inks I'm going to be using. That is Well Red, Blush Crush, Coral Bay, Orange County, Sunny Day, Yes Peas, Mint Hint, Something Blue, Deja Blue, Clean Slate, and finally VersaFine Black Onyx ink. So all of those ink colors are from Studio Calico. Now I brought in a piece of scratch paper, I got my wipey already, and I am just using some Post-it tape to secure this card base to my grid mat so that it's not shifting around on me while I'm doing this stamping. It's very important that I get my first stamp straight because I'm going to be using that as a guide for the rest of them. So I'm starting out here with the Well Red ink from Studio Calico, and I just stamped that just a little bit in and a little bit down from the crease of that card. Now between every stamping, I'm going to clean my stamp off with a baby wipe, and then I like to use a piece of scratch paper just to dry my stamp off between colors as well. So now I'm moving on to the Blush Crush ink, and I'm going to line this stamp up along with the other one just right beneath it, and I'm going to stamp that down. This is the Coral Bay, and I'm just going to continue in that pattern, and you can see here that I have all of my colors stamped, and I'm finishing off with the Versamark black, or I'm sorry, the VersaFine Black Onyx ink. And this is one of my favorite black inks. So I'll just finish the card off there, and then you see my rainbow of colors. And this card makes me think of that song, Because I'm Happy, Clap Along If You Feel Like a Room Without a Roof. So there you go. There's my little song and dance for you today. So instead of it just saying happy, I'm going to have it say happy birthday. And so this is another stamp from the stamp set as well. And I'm just preparing some black cardstock here. I'm going to be embossing in white ink. So I'm just using my Versamark ink pad, and I will stamp that right along the bottom of this black cardstock. And then I will add some white embossing powder. This is the Zing Opaque White embossing powder that I'm using here. And I'm just going to tap off the excess. And then I'm just going to heat this with my heat tool to emboss that image there. Now you'll see I did it actually a few times to get it exactly the way I wanted it. I think it was really staticky that day, but I'm just finding the one I liked the best and then trimming that down, and I will make that into a banner piece. Now here's where I'm going to add my pattern papers. I picked 3 of the pattern papers. I picked a red, a light blue, and a green, and I'm just trimming these down into 1/4 inch strips here. And I'm going to use these behind that birthday piece and create kind of a scattered banner look. So I'm just trimming these now into different various angles and banner ends and just kind of arranging them how I think I want them to be behind that birthday piece. So you'll see here that I got them all trimmed, and this is kind of my idea here. So I just secured it with the tiny attacher. And eventually I'm going to secure that birthday piece right over the top of these, but I'm just kind of working now to get this all trimmed down the way that I think it should be. And then I ended up having to trim them down just a little bit more because they were hanging too far off the edge of the card, further than I wanted them to. So right now I'm just kind of fussing with all that. And when I finally got these the way that I wanted, I used some foam tape to secure that birthday piece over those pattern papers that I have there, and I'm just going to secure that down. For a final touch, I'm going to take these star pins here, and I'm actually just going to push them through the foam tape. Now that foam tape, pushing them through the center, is going to hold them in place at the angles that I want them. I would just caution you to be very careful not to poke yourself in the finger as you're doing this. So I worked very slow, and please be careful if you decide to poke them through your foam tape at home. But you can see I'm just putting them at angles there, and that just is where I want them. Now I thought I would add some black stars from the bottom of this alphabet to the card, so I'm just showing you this as an option, as something you can do. I ended up taking them off because I liked it better plain, but I did want to give that to you as an option. So here is my completed card project. A very fun and happy rainbow stamped card. I have links to all the products used in this project in the description at YouTube, as well as over at my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. And you can see all of my projects from the May Studio Calico release today on my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fabulous day.